Well, today I'm with Jeremy DeBord and Jordan Lenick. They are funeral directors at DeBord Funeral Home, and we've been working on a project for a month or so now, but actually it's been a few years that Blue Christmas has been part of the life of our congregation at First Presbyterian Church. And we discovered a few years ago that Jordan had a similar program. What did you call it?
We just called it a holiday program, a Service of Remembrance.
Service of Remembrance. And we discovered that we were doing them across the street from each other almost on the same day. Mm-hmm. So we thought, why don't we try to do it together? So last year, Laura Sandbrick and Jordan worked on combining efforts, and we thought that it really worked. So we're doing it again this year. It's a little different than we planned. We had hoped that we would all fit in the sanctuary and do it there, but now we're offering this. It'll be available tomorrow, Sunday, December 6th at 2 o'clock. The capacity is already full for in-person availability, but we will have a link available, and that's on your screen right now. And also you can visit our website or the DeBord website and click that link as well. And it'll take you right directly to, you don't have to do anything, just click the link and it'll take you right into the service.
It'll take you right to the service.
So it's a service that's designed for people who are experiencing difficulty and grief during the holidays. And I just thought I'd take a moment and I'll ask you, Jeremy, what are some of the things that you've seen that are different in 2020 as a result of coronavirus?
Well, a lot.
Yeah.
As we're all facing a variety of different changes. You know, the global pandemic has been challenging in a lot of ways, especially here in the funeral industry, looking for ways to have memorable and meaningful funerals for families. You know, we've utilized outdoor services. We've taken on the ability to live stream. We've used technology to broadcast our funerals. A lot of more intimate gatherings. So there's been a lot of changes from an industry standpoint, but the need for families to grieve has not changed. So that's been a challenge. Folks want to hug, they want to shake hands, and that's difficult while following CDC guidelines.
Yeah. So what are some of those additional griefs and losses that you think people are facing this year that are different?
Well, they're heartbreaking. I mean, we hear stories where, a spouse were to pass away, possibly in a nursing home setting where the loved ones, the families, were not able to say their goodbyes. Yeah. It's heartbreaking, to say the least. Right. Yeah. So our goal as funeral directors and is to try to provide that meaningful service to them. And I think we, all things considered, with the pandemic, we've done a nice job, and we've given families the ability to do so. But it's different in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And they can't have the type of services they normally would have liked to have had, and with limiting the amount of people that can come, as well as not being able to hug or have their luncheons afterwards, they're missing out on that connection with people that they really need when they're feeling that way. So that's been hard as well.
Yeah. So all those normal ceremonies and events that help people to deal with grief have either gone away, or you've had to figure out how to do it in new ways.
And they're still there. They're still happening. I mean, folks are absolutely able to have their funerals, but in a different capacity, smaller capacities. And again, live streaming and technology has been extremely important.
Right.
Yeah, it's not the same, but it's at least something. Yeah. So we're grateful for that.
One thing we've noticed, and maybe you've seen this too, is I've become aware of a whole population of people who in the past were never able to come to the funerals that we would do, who now have the ability to participate.
Yeah, and have that access to it, right?
Yeah, and that has shown me that that's something we should never change. I don't want to go back.
No, in fact, we've received a slew of thank you notes over the last couple of weeks. Thank you for giving us the ability to watch the service. We're in California, we can't come, or my son or daughter is serving overseas, and they're still able to witness that celebration. It's neat.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Just as a kind of to promote tomorrow a little bit, Jordan, how would you say that a service of remembrance like this could be helpful to people, particularly this year?
Yeah, I mean, we always think that this service is helpful because the holidays are always a hard time, especially after, a loss. and this year in particular, there's just so many other feelings and emotions involved, and for the people especially who haven't gotten to have their service yet, who are waiting to feel that they maybe haven't been able to even acknowledge that loss yet. And so I think that this will give them that space where they can feel they can acknowledge that,
Yeah.
especially right before the holidays.
Yeah, it won't by any means replace a personal funeral service, but it can be an assistance to
Right.
them to feel a little bit of closure at this year. So,
Right.
Good. Anything else you'd want to tell us about this?
I was just going to mention, historically, this program has been for those who have lost a loved one.
Right.
And it's certainly geared towards that, but, you know, grief, there's a variety of grief that occurred this year for a variety of
For
reasons.
all of us.
For all of
Yes.
us,
Yeah.
in so many different ways. So we welcome anyone to attend, to participate. We'd love to have anyone
Yeah.
take part who would find value in it.
Yeah, we have, as Jordan and I crafted the service for this year, we've identified 4 different areas of loss. So, of course, relationships, but also any health losses, resource losses, or if an event like a graduation or something like
Graduations,
that. or
proms,
something-
all of that
proms,
hasn't been
something
able to
you missed.
happen, so.
We're gonna also take time just to recognize and honor that.
Absolutely.
That as well. So be sure to click on the websites, both of our websites on tomorrow, and go directly to, we invite you to come directly to this service. Also, the bulletin for the service is also available on our website, fbclancasterpa.org. So if you have a second device handy, you can click on that link and be following along in the program while the service is going on. So we really appreciate you guys as neighbors. It's fun to get to know you guys, and we're so grateful for this partnership, but all the things that we get to do together.
Well, our friendship has gone back 4 generations, so
That's
we
right.
certainly appreciate the
That's right.
opportunity. So,
Way before us.
Absolutely.
So, that's great. All right, peace be with you.
Thank you.